Royal Caribbean International have updated their test cruise schedule. Carnival Cruise Line is all set to debut a Chinese and Mexican restaurant on board their newest ship, the Mardi Gras. The Oasis of the Seas has already got approval to sail a test voyage from the 22nd of August. The Rhapsody of the Seas from Royal Caribbean International is all set to be deployed in Europe for 2022. More information about Royal Caribbean International being granted the first conditional sailing certificate from the CDC. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings has released their 2020 environmental report. What's good everyone, you're watching Get Cruise Ship Info and more. Before we jump right into the video, may I ask you to please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also activate notifications so that you stay updated whenever I drop my next latest cruise news update. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Let's start with Royal Caribbean International. So Royal Caribbean International has issued an update on their upcoming simulated voyages, or in other words, the test cruises that will sail with volunteers. Let's look at them one by one, date by date and ship by ship. Begin with, we've got the Allure of the Seas, which is scheduled to set sail on the 27th of July from Port Canaveral. Then we have the Symphony of the Seas, scheduled to set sail from the 1st of August from Miami. Up next, we've got the Independence of the Seas, scheduled to set sail on the 1st of August again, but this time from Galveston. Then we have the Mariner of the Seas. She is scheduled to set sail on the 11th of August from Port Canaveral. Up next, we've got the Serenade of the Seas, scheduled to set sail from the 7th of July from the Port of Seattle. And lastly, we have the Oasis of the Seas, scheduled to set sail on the 22nd of August from Cape Liberty. Now, Royal Caribbean is pursuing one of the two pathways which were laid down by the CDC, or the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, to get back into cruising. It requires that the United States-based ships conduct simulation cruises to test health and safety protocols if the cruise line expects to return to sailing with less than 95% of fully vaccinated guests or crew. As a family brand, Royal Caribbean typically sees that children under the age of 12 make up to 10% of the guests on board, and today, they are ineligible for the vaccine. The company is committed to continuing to deliver memorable family vacations, and that's the reason why they're going ahead and conducting these simulated sailings. Carnival Cruise Line's latest ship, the new Mardi Gras, is all set to feature the widest variety of culinary outlets in the fleet and mark the debut of the new Hapag, a two-in-one dining concept featuring both Chinese and Mexican dishes. Now, for a limited time only, Hapag, as well as popular options like Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse, Brewhouse and Cucina del Capitano, all of which normally carry a dinner time reservations fee or a la carte pricing, will be included in the price of the cruise, in addition to the Palm and Flamingo dining rooms and Lido buffet. Mardi Gras is truly a game-changing ship that of course includes her amazing dining options which offer the guests a broad spectrum of cuisines from around the world. So, Hapag is named after the Mandarin word for wing and features two distinctly separate menus, each offering a diverse selection of authentic Chinese and Mexican cuisines, from Far East delicacies like Singapore chili shrimp, slow braised pork belly, and kung pao chicken, to carnitas tacos, polo en mole, and pescado frito, and other south or border favorites. Hapag's dining experience will be enhanced by dramatic interiors featuring deep red, green decor and gold accents that pay homage to both cultures, floor-to-ceiling windows that run through the length of the restaurant, while a colorful dragon greets the diners as they enter the restaurant. The beverage selection will be just as varied, with selections including Hapag's margarita made with blood orange syrup, the smoky mezcal Negroni, that's a twist of the Italian classic, and a green tea martini, which is made of soju. Hapag, Cucina del Capitano, and Smokehouse Brewhouse will also offer complimentary breakfast and lunch menus as well. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings have published their 2020 Environmental, Social and Governance, or in other words ESG report, including its first Sustainability Accounting Standards, in other words SASB Index, as a part of the company's global sustainability program, Sail and Sustain. The company also unveiled its redesigned Sail and Sustain program, which is structured around 5 pillars, which are developed through cross-functional collaboration with key internal and external stakeholders. The pillars include reducing environmental impact, sailing safely, empowering people, strengthening their communities, and operating with integrity and accountability. Let's listen to what Frank Del Rio, President and Chief Executive Officer of Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, had to share on this. Despite the pandemic's unprecedented headwinds, we have never wavered on our commitment to drive a positive impact on society and the environment through our global sustainability program, Sail and Sustain. Our newly redesigned Sail and Sustain strategy, which is centered around 5 key pillars, takes a comprehensive and holistic approach which addresses all aspects of ESG across our company. In addition to this, we have aligned to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and have identified 10 goals which we believe we can make the greatest contribution to achieve a more sustainable future for all. As the company looks forward, we are committed to making a lasting impact on the world as responsible corporate citizens and ESG leaders. We are proud of our accomplishments to date and invite you to join us in our Sail and Sustain journey as we continue to build on this foundation for years to come. Moving on to Royal Caribbean International's Oasis of the Seas. So the Oasis of the Seas has got the CDC's provisional approval to sail a simulated voyage on the 22nd of August. This particular voyage will go on from the 22nd to the 28th of August 2021. This was made via an announcement by the President and CEO of Royal Caribbean International, Michael Bailey. Michael Bailey also said that this news was delivered to them in a letter from the CDC. Now, according to Royal Caribbean's schedule, the Oasis of the Seas will sail her first revenue voyage from the 5th of September, which is scheduled from Cape Liberty. She will be visiting Port Canaveral, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and Nassau on a 7-night itinerary. Shipbuilding company Voyage, which is known as a major global designer and shipbuilder for specialized ships, has delivered the Hanseatic Spirit. She is also a subsidiary of Country. This is the third ship in a new series of luxury expedition cruise vessels for Germany's cruise line Hapag Lloyd Cruises. With close to 16,000 gross tons and 138 meters long, the Hanseatic Spirit follows her sister ships Hanseatic Nature and Hanseatic Inspiration, both of which were delivered way back in 2019 in Norway. Now, each ship is tailored to allow guests to access remote regions ranging from the Arctic and Antarctic to the Amazon. The Hanseatic Inspiration accommodates a maximum of 230 guests. The ship, like maximum of the others in the series, mixes quality with environmental care alongside energy-efficient hull design and technology. Moving on to more information received on Royal Caribbean International's Conditional Sailing Certificate. So the company received the Conditional Sailing Certificate from the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention for the freedom of the seas following a recent successful simulated voyage which is from Miami. So what is this certificate all about? This certificate basically provides an approval for guests' voyages with less than 95% of the guests who are fully vaccinated, and then which will allow the company to sail with more children on board. What follows suit is that the ship will see its first revenue sailing this weekend, which is departing from the 2nd of July from Miami. The calls will be in Nassau and Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island destination in the Bahamas. So the Freedom will sail with all crew who are fully vaccinated, and the majority of the guests will be fully vaccinated as well. Any of the unvaccinated guests, which will mainly include children, will be subject to additional testing requirements and specific health protocols. This certainly is exciting progress, and the company is definitely looking forward to welcoming their guests back on board. Moving on to Royal Caribbean International's Rhapsody of the Seas. So she is scheduled to be redeployed to Europe in May 2022, replacing previously announced Caribbean itineraries with a mix of new itineraries departing from Greece, Italy, Spain, and Israel. Joining the cruise line's previously announced European lineup, including the Anthem of the Seas and the Odyssey of the Seas, the Rhapsody of the Seas expands on a summer itinerary. So the company said that they're providing 25 must-see destinations in the Greek Isles, southern France, Italy, Turkey, Croatia, and a few more. The new summer 2022 sailings on the Rhapsody of the Seas are already open for sales online. Starting on the 23rd of May, the Rhapsody of the Seas will set off into summer with open-jaw 7-night cruises departing from Rome and Ravenna, Athens and Barcelona. Guests have their choice of a combination of Greek and Adriatic, Greek Isles and Western Mediterranean itineraries such as Split, Cannes and Nice, Crete and Mykonos, Florence and Sicily. In August 2022, the Rhapsody of the Seas is scheduled to move to Israel, where it will homeport in Haifa, a first for the cruise line, through October 31st, which will be offering 3 to 8-night cruises from there, round trip to Greece and Cyprus. And that concludes our cruise news update for 30th June. Please do share your comments down below. And yes, if you enjoyed watching this video, a subscribe for my channel and a thumbs up for my video will really help my channel grow in a huge way. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, you take care and stay safe.